Iron Maiden. Nowadays, everybody talks about the new album, but weird thing with me, we're not gonna talk about it. Okay, yes, I'm not gonna talk about the new album because it's gonna be like reaction on the channel, but this is not a reaction, okay? Iron Maiden, 2 songs, No Prayer for the Dying and Fear of the Dark. I have a question why the song Fear of the Dark more popular, one of the greatest hits by Iron Maiden, and the song No Prayer for the Dying. Well, nobody talks about it. I mean, nobody, it's not vast majority. And obviously why I comparing these particular songs, because for me they have basically the same melody. So the both songs not far away from each other, but No Prayers for the Dying, earlier album, and Fear of the Dark 2 years after. So No Prayer for the Dying is the song has that hooky melody first. Plus these both songs, the name of the albums, also that interesting similarity, right? Interesting similarity. For example, when I try and find the song No Prayer for the Dying, I go to my Google and I will just already see my psychedelic lights, vacuum mode probe, barbecue grill, the wedding ring for the man and man. Yeah, my husband just, how to say, shrinked a little and he can't wear his ring anymore. It's too big and we need to, whatever, you don't know about it. Refrigerator counter depth, king size bed, and average water usage per day for family of 4. What a fun person. Okay, so look, Fear of the Dark, I already have the video, lyrics, and I have a song, Fear of the Dark, right? And right now, No Prayer for the Dying. And what we see, we don't see the song. We see that is an album, songs, right? And only then we see the videos of these songs. So by only that simple search, we realizing that No Prayer for the Dying is not popular song. Right now we have that plan. We're gonna listen both songs and compare and see what's actually similar. First song, which was written first.
But if you ask me a question, would I tell you the truth? Now there's something to bet on. You've got nothing to lose, yeah.
I love this song since first time I heard it. That riff so hooky and that bass so noticeable, and that line, he has this such a unique storytelling manner. But what a fun thing, I personally just hate when people singing in that theatrical manner. But how my husband explained me the reason why I love Bruce, I always told him, you know what, I can't stand when somebody sing like that, but only Bruce for some reason. And he said, well, all of these guys, they just trying to sing like him. But I don't know that. I just telling you that I have such a unique reaction on his manner and his storytelling. And this line, now there's nothing to bet on. You've got nothing to lose. And now we listen in Fear of the Dark. I just wanted to sing Afraid to Shoot Strangers. You know, the same album actually. Sorry.
I am a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road at night or strolling through the park, when the light begins to change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there.
What we can say so far? My interpretation that Fear of the Dark have that structure where you explain an exact story and giving that understandable design, like it's a clear, even though lyrics are different and the basically songs about different things. However, he's singing not about some historical event. It's not a love story. It is something from me, from my personal things inside. Like I'm afraid of darkness, or it's just my interpretation that it's songs, maybe not clearly personal, but they are from like I am the man who walks alone. And time when I cried, there is a lot of I, me, my experience, my opinion, my fear. But right here, we need to listen now again, No Prayers for the Dying.
When I've sat by the window and gazed at the rain with an ache in my heart, but never feeling the pain. If you would tell me just what my life means, walking a long road, never reaching the end.
Now. To the park. When the night begins to change, sometimes feel a little strange, little anxious when it's dark. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have the constant fear there's something always near. Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there. This melody from No Prayer for the Dying, played by guitar, Bruce singing as a main melody in A Fear of the Dark. And let's listen very, very ending part for both songs.
Fear of the dark, fear of the dark. Have a phobia that someone's always there.
dark road. I am a man who walks alone.
The ending part is pretty damn the same formula. You even can sing literally the same notes and fit this song into that song. These two very nice songs, and I love them both. The really big question is again, why Fear of the Dark? Everybody knows that. No Prayers for the Dying. Literally even can't find it in that, Google search. Underrated song in my opinion. First of all, Fear of the Dark is way more popular album than No Prayer for the Dying. Second, Fear of the Dark has this solo. You got nothing to lose. No Prayers for the Dying. Bruce sings their higher notes, more intense vocal. Here, his singing is powerful, but bigger role, playing presence, the presentation of these lyrics, how you made it. And here, you've got nothing to lose. I'm a prayer of answer, just what my life means. Walking the long road, never reaching the end. Jump. It's such a beautiful phrase. No Prayers for the Dying has such a that jam I really like. Just weird question for me. Why? So similar song in the melody has that such different success. About Fear of the Dark meaning, I understand the darkness, it's not always literally a lack of light. It's something unknown. It's something what could be dangerous because we sometimes has lack of knowledge about it and power. We can't take over it because it's something where we don't have that control. We are afraid. Your brain creates all these multiple creatures and growing your fears around that idea of the darkness where you can't have a control. And you fall into the hole where you have nowhere to go anymore. Fear of the dark is all in people's heads. I think idea more about this, but how beautifully phrased. Everywhere in art we need to use metaphors, and sometimes to explain something more complicated, we need very simple explanations, like very daily basic words. And about No Prayer for the Dying, you know that lyrics, God, give me the answer to my life, to my dreams, to my prayers, to my being. If you would tell me just what my life means. Walking a long road, never reaching the end. The long road, like it's your path, but feels like somebody who just knows that he not gonna reach the goal, the result, why he doing all this stuff, what the purpose of his life, because like, hey God, tell me what's the point of my life if you're gonna take me away right now. Also, I like that this song has 2 verses, then it's like a bridge and no chorus. Choruses, there actually a guitar, which greatest signature of Iron Maiden. Guys, if you have idea why one song more popular than another, please let's talk about it in the comments. I honestly listen in No Prayer for the Dying way more often. Maybe because popularity sometimes killing this value of the song for listeners like me. Yeah. Mwah.